Can Miss Becky please raise her hand, bro? I need some of that good Becky right now, bro. I need that Becky. I'm on this liquor, oh so heavy, for with sex. Can you peck me? Live that top and I am ready. I want your mind, give me that Becky. Keep that nook, I want your throat. Front that Becky before you go. Wet your mind for me though. Must get Becky before I bolt. You Miss Becky, let me know. Licky, licky, I love that, bro. Head man, that's for sure. I'ma lock your jaws before I go. I'm on this liquor, oh so heavy, for with sex. Can you peck me? Live that top and I am ready. I want your mind, give me that Becky. I'm on this liquor, oh so heavy, for with sex. Can you peck me? Live that top and I am ready. I want your mind, give me that Becky.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Isaiah Thomas Smith, known as Izzy, y'all. Let's get into a podcast, episode 9. Y'all, I feel so relieved right now because at the end of the day, people gotta wonder what has been going on for the last couple weeks. Man, listen, it's been hectic, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's been really hectic. Sponsored by StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard because without StreamYard, the whole podcast industry wouldn't be how it was on today. So shout out to StreamYard, for showing their clientels, their people, and for who their employees are throughout their process of becoming something more greater than themselves when people started to have a gratitude or something, just like me. So shout out to StreamYard. Today, in the sports world, my man Luka, goddamn. If y'all didn't see the game, recently. If y'all really didn't see the game, he really he had a moment. Anybody had a very moments of times when they go back to their hometowns or home teams, and they really get into the field of, damn, okay, used to be my home. This used to be a reflection on something that it could have been, or actually not even could have been. It was the fantastic thing that I ever been through. So Luka had a good game, 45 points total, with 6, I think assists. Yes, 6 assists and 8 rebounds. So shout out to Luka for carrying that big win. But it's not about Luka; it's about the whole team. They gotta have composure when it comes to controlling the offense, and not to mention controlling the offense. Now LeBron has a partner, so he don't have to be individual with carrying the team. So he have a partner, and that's Luka. So shout out to all Lakers, because Lakers is my moment go-to team. So shout out to Lakers. What else in the sports world? Dude from Hornets, the young rookie, the other day, he landed some weird way. So I'm praying for him and his family. He had a tremendous season, and I think he really just landed when he was going for the dunk. He just landed a certain way. So I'm praying for him and his team and his family. So the boxing world, I think y'all already know how this is going to turn out to be in May. Now, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. Well, I feel like if if he have a chance to get into the mode, and I'm talking about really in the mode, when you know you have a secret ingredient inside your ability, and you just shaking it up for the first time, and I mean for the very first time, and you feel like, well, damn, if I have to do this, because I didn't do that last time with David Henney. When Ryan Garcia fought David Henney, he wasn't himself. He was on some total drug, and that should have been illegal too to fight. I think everybody was wondering how this guy knocked out a lightweight heavyweight champion, right? But I'm not criticizing, Haney and his team for not, showing the self-approved, because Henny, he always show his self-approved. Rolly Romero said Henny don't invest, hit hard. But to me, throughout all his matches, I think he really have a serious control power, and I think his knockout ratio is 80%, 82%. But Ryan Garcia got that speed. He got that his speed power. But it really all depends on how the way you hitting your opponent, how the structure is when it comes to um the moment. I feel like, for me, if I'm going to consider the fact that you can't beat me in all, I feel I'm a do what I do best, and that's whoop some ass. Excuse my language, but I'm gonna whoop some ass. If I can have a determination, and this is what this whole topic is about anyway, determination. If I'm determined that I can literally whoop some ass, and I know I'm gonna get my ass whooped almost at the end, but still whoop your ass, you a bad motherfucker. That, and I feel like that's what it is. It's gonna take for two opponents to realize, yeah, okay, I get hit, I get fucked up all the time, but I'm a bad motherfucker. Yeah, and that's how I feel. That's and one of the times, if you know for certain, and two things for sure, if you know that you can have advantage on your opponent, it can really mess up inside in their heads. They feel like, okay, I gotta figure you out. I really gotta see where is your ground point is. Where I can say I know that I can beat you, right? If I know that I can beat you, what it is to say that I can't beat you. If you don't believe that you can't beat anybody, then that's on your self ability. Hey, for me, if I'm going in there trying to do what I got to do to win, I'm gonna do it each and every step of the way. I have to do it. You know why I have to do it? It's because the way you person yourself to get in the mode and say, "Damn, I got to win this time." This time, if in a moment where it all counts, I gotta win this time. You don't want to have your opponent to feel like you in a rocky situation, because some did that. Some people always do that. For example, Javante Davis. Shout out to him. Shout out to his whole team. Shout out to his whole family. I feel like for that fight, and not to mention they're not having a rematch. I thought it was going to be be a rematch. Um, but it's not going to be a rematch with Lamont Roach. It's Lamont Roach is a complete fighter, just like Gervonta, and they grew up together. So if I know for a fact that I got somebody that I grew up with that know my every single move, know how I can move this way, that way, he know my standards, he know how my structure is. That's a scary thing to somebody that don't know anything about your stance, the way how you carry in the ring. But Lamont Roach did, and he had a plan, and that's what people was doubting him about. They think that he didn't have a plan going to the fight with Gervonta Davis. I think Gervonta Davis, I think he really didn't. And don't get me wrong, being a good spokesperson, you got to take criticism. So I'm not downing Gervonta Davis because he's one of the best fighters I ever grew up with and watching. So just seeing how he, become a 5-time division champion is crazy and insane because nobody knew how Lamont Roach was in the big lights until he signed that contract to fight Devontae Davis. But it was two opponents, that had the same drive. He said he's the underdog. He wanted to face the big dog in the ring. Well, hey, he faced him, but I don't think Devontae was clear in his head, like how Devontae Davis is. I don't think he was Devontae Davis from like 3 years ago. I think he was, because he really getting older now. Devontae Davis is like 30 now. But I don't think he was Devontae Davis that night. But he still hold up to his bargain. The way how Lamont Roach was doing the Philly show, doing this, but he still got caught. He knows the way how he removers. Devontae knows. So if you go up like this, if you hit him like that, you see this? I can hit you every single time. Every single time. If you kind of move like this, boom, like that, I can hit you every time. So I really love that companionship. So but it was a withdrawal. So anybody don't know anything about boxing, withdrawal means it really do not, and I mean I repeat, it do not officially count as a victory, so to say. But they both, everybody say Lamont won, and I think he did to some extent into some rounds. But he was getting hit in, I think, in the 5th or 6th round. Because in the first round, they was trying to figure out which one is going to land a counterpunch. And when in the 5th round, when that counterpunch, when Lamont did on Devontae, he kind of wobbled. So, but he didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get hit. Like, he didn't fumble, he didn't went down. But he did went down when he went on one knee. So I kind of like was questioning myself, how you gonna let the ref not count that one knee? I don't despise what they was doing at that moment, but it was crazy. So, but I'm gonna say this: the light thing about what it is about boxing is just so unfair, so unreasonable, so uh uncongruent when it comes to knowing that you have what a purpose is when you have that fire in you. You know, you can't let go. You can't have any distractions. You can't bundle it up with anything that what you doing or what you going on. You know, you it got to be right there. It have to be a set fit. It has to be a number one tool to all of knowing that if you got this on the right track, it can go either way. So, um, no offense, Javante, man, but he wasn't on your A game like you was that night. Now, Crawford. I think Crawford can beat Canelo. I think it's gonna be a tremendous fight. Two big heavyweights, but I think Crawford should take an opponent in the 160 and fight a 160 person. So that way he'll get the feeling, the rhythm of how you be in a ring with a 160 pounder. Because I know Canelo, he knocks big people out real hard. But Crawford do too. That's like how he did Errol Spence. Yeah. That's how he did with Errol Spence. He did that with a lot of people. But I think that Crawford is a tremendous fighter. Um, he have the ability to adapt to the ring each and every time. He adapt. Um, I feel like uh, it would be the best fight of his life. So that would be the biggest fight, and I'm talking about the biggest fight in I'm not gonna say all box history because it can be. So yes, it'll be the biggest fight of his career. Um, Determination, when you know that you have the ability to do whatever it takes to win, it always comes down to a liability, you know? So when you have a factor in something, when you got a direct line in something, when you know for sure that hey, I can't have that percentage on that persona just because it was how it was, then I can't say I can't remove my percentage of how I felt at that moment or at that time to say, damn, I know what it was. I know how it took to feel in that moment in that big lights. I know what happened. You know, I know what was going on. I know how the devotion was. So you get it around into something that it can't be fit. So I feel like it can be fit and it can be removed. Um, all I'm saying is half of the time when people know that they're determined to do, it always goes back to show how equivalent they are. You know how impulsive they are. You know, I'm running to the base, right? I'm running to the base, and I can't function without my number one tool that I always have when it comes to uh visualizing, but that determination, man, what's inside you, it brings out the person. So, but all I'm saying is, it's always a good time when it comes to knowing that you have a determination individual that can visualize, read the match, read the screens, or read the opponents, how he coming. That's how a champion does, Um, but shout out to everybody that wants to be a champion. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of work to become a champion. But when you are a champion, it always define and reflect on all your peers. And it's crazy when you know that when you sit in that very moment and you become a champion, it always deflect on your peers. So how I feel about my intuition of my champion, you know, it can go both ways. It really can go both ways. Um, you get cold feet sometimes. You feel like you did all that you could, like for real. It feel like that sometimes. I feel like when you know the other opponent is watching every move, they smart in the game, or they're smart in their determination when it comes to knowing how to play or knowing how to fight. So my question to everybody around the world: what is your determination when it comes to define in your purpose? That's the main one that I really want to see, how you fight, how you develop your mindset to train, to go ahead and get the job done. Every sport that you see in the world, they always train to prepare for something. You know, every lifeguard job, they always train. Every job that you do, you train. So whatever it is that you have of a gratitude for, that can be your champion. That your self well being, you can be a champion. It's hard. It's gonna get there. It's hard for you to go in different directions, but you're gonna be a champion if you believe. And that's the thing. You have to believe that you are a champion. You have to believe that you will succeed. You have to believe that every time when somebody can go up front, they will go in the back. I want to visualize. I want to see everything. Everybody's up front probably ain't gonna see what's going on in the back. Like I said, and I always say, the Bible say the first will come last, and the last shall be first. I'm gonna be the last. So have that vision, have that determination, baby. Because at the end of the day, no one, and I repeat, no one would determine anything that you're doing in your life, in your job, whatever you're doing outside of work, what you're doing for the community, or how you're doing it to perfect yourself and your peers. This is and like I said, it's always going to be somebody that want your spot. And speaking of spots, Bronny James, like I feel like everybody is really, questioning him, how he's, getting into a rhythm of his G League season. And plus G League season is, I think, is almost over anyway. I believe so. He really showed himself approved. That's what a real champion is. When you show yourself approved to everybody, including the people that you was with, I think for me, that's how the champion mode is. You work day in, day out. It's hard work. You put in the work, you get results. You know what I'm saying? Just like you on a job, you put in the work, you going to get results from other peers or from your head boss. If you want to go on that high speed challenge, man, go do that shit. Excuse my language, y'all. I don't cuss on my show, but hey, it is what it is. But back to it. you gotta do it. And I feel like on LeBron and Bronny James had their fair share of people not going into just because of the fact that that's his dad, or because I'm telling people, okay, if I'm in the NBA and I'm averaging, let's just say I'm averaging 20 points a game, 5 assists, or maybe like what, 5 rebounds a night. I'm not going to deprive myself just because I'm LeBron James' son. No, the heck with that. Yes, my dad is in the NBA. Yes, that's his main focus. That's his main job. Yes, but I'm willing to step on to the biggest stage of my career for the first time, and I mean for the first time, and really show how I am. So yes, the jig lead is a potential way to show yourself approved. And I really Bronny, he carried the J League. Like Gibbo Serena said a couple weeks ago, he carried the J League. And I feel like he really did for the season. For the season of this year, he literally, and I'm talking about he literally carried the J League. He showed himself approved because when he got hurt, he came back balling. I'm talking. Look, if y'all didn't know, he can't. I'm talking. Y'all gotta go see the clips. Go see the clips. Go see it. That motherfucker came balling. He came balling. He came balling, and it was clear to me that it was not the way to go when you knowing that yes, I'm Bronny James, or yes, I'm LeBron James. Like, no, my determination is basketball. If y'all feel like I'm not doing my part into the job description, F y'all. Because I don't care what the people say. You shouldn't. Because me, per se, Izzy, for me, I don't give two fucks. Y'all can say anything that y'all want out your mouth. Y'all can say, Izzy ain't doing this, Izzy ain't doing that, or Izzy trying to do this, or he trying to be a big star. It's not, to me, it's really not all about being a star. Best be who you are at the end of the day. And that what people to realize. If you yourself, right, each and every day, people don't have a care in the world about what you're doing, but they will care about how you getting that bread. I bet you they care about how you. What Bernie Mac said, quote, and this was funny. This was on an Oprah show, and then I think I was what, like 6 years old, and I saw this. He said, when you owe something, call me the day that you owe. Right? Don't call me right after 2 days and you say, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm getting tired of doing the same. If you owe something, tell me before so I can help you for the day that is to this owed. You know what I'm saying? That's the pride of what you doing, man. Like, and it's crazy. It's real crazy. I've written, and that's why people call after 9 o'clock. If you call at 9 o'clock, yo. If y'all call 9 o'clock just for asking me for some damn money, hell no. Hey, you knock on the door. I'm looking at the window or at the to see who at the door. Open it up. Oh, that's Jack or that's Jill or whatever. Hey man, you got $50? I need a bar for. No, mm-mm. Somebody call you at 9 o'clock. You better say, hey, call me in the morning. Don't call me after 9. Don't call me at 9 or after 9 o'clock. Please don't. That's hey they want more than for that money though. They want more for that money. Because they're gonna run for the money. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna run for the money. But it's some people that's like that. My fair share is when somebody always got to question somebody with a different sentence to say, well, damn, okay, hey, Bob, I know that I owe you, a couple $100. You think you can spare this one? I bet you. It's not. I bet you. I need this for this something for this week, but I get you next time. Mm-mm. I'll come back and you saying that you do because you owe me $200 now. If I just gave you 100 last week, last month, and then you trying to get another 100, that's 200. So you owe me 200. And if I don't get it a week prior or 2 weeks prior to that, you was never genuine to me. You was never a friend that always wanted a bondage with. You just was after for my damn money. You was after for my money. So all I'm saying is when you know you have a lot of things that is going on for yourself and you have a ability to do whatever it takes, and I mean whatever it takes, do it for you. I mean, come on, y'all. It's times when people can't even do shit for themselves, but you got other people helping them, and you think that it's looking good on them. No, it's looking good on the other person. If you don't got nobody to defend yourself, but this shows yourself to prove to you or to anybody that other person. So I feel like today or in daytimes we need to come together to embrace our people that is in need, and I mean in need of help, that can't help themselves in a lot of situations. Some people take it for granted, so and others don't. But that's how you got to weigh it. But that's how the world is. So, the determination of what your factor is, determination of how you going to be when you know for sure that yes, I am a champion at the end of the day, and it's going to be the focus that you have when it comes to being a champion. And like I said, Crawford, Crawford is a champion. Canelo is a champion. He only lost what I think what two matches against somebody else, and then Floyd Mayweather. So shout out to Canelo and his team. So, and like I said, it's gonna be a good match, but I think Crawford should need to fight a 160 pounder, like I said, so he can get in the rhythm of how the bigger matches is going to be with Canelo. And the young cat, Carmel Monson. I think I'm saying his name right. Monson, man, out of Las Vegas. That young cat, he's only 18 or 19. Bro, that man, he's gonna be a champion too. That young dude is gonna be a champion too, man. His McCallagher, when he comes forth with that body shot, sometimes, man, it'll be deadly. He's gonna be a good one too, man, for the upcoming um matches for the upcoming year and next year. I believe that he's going to be a next Devontae prodigy too, because he's fast as shit. He's fast. I'm talking about real fast, and I think he's way more faster than Javante. But I'm not gonna get there. I'm not gonna get there. But his ways is when you trying to encounter him, he moves forward. He don't move back. So, but he really need to fix his defense of southpaw a little bit more. But he got all the train, he got all the good trainers. So he will progress and he will succeed. So so shout out to him and his team, the young cat, man. The young cat, man. Um, my dude, out of VA, Keyshawn Davis. Uh, hey, his opponents sometimes matched his McCallagher too, his ways, his bondage. Got to say, man, VA people, hey, I'm from VA. We know how to fight. We know how to fight, but it's a way how we fight though. It's a way how you fight because when you go into boxing world, when you go into the boxing world, you have to do it in an early age to know that I know my high IQ ring. So in the early stages, it's always going to be hard because you building up. But when you get bigger, when you get older, and when you start thinking, realizing I'm this, that's when you can go and say, "Hey, I'm this." So that determination is always a key factor in everything that people do. So I just want to shout out to a lot of people today. Um, it's really been a good journey for me for the last upcoming years. I do want to shout out to my friend that live in New York City. She did my logos. Star. Yes, I said her name, Star, because I told her. I told her I was gonna shout her out. But shout out to Star. She been a really a good impact for this to happen. If it wasn't for her to doing my logos or anything like that, I wouldn't be doing this or even attempt to have a brand because, and I'm being real, I don't know anything about having my biggest logos ever. So, oh well, let me take that back. I knew that, but I didn't know how to, establish it. So, um, shout out to the one and only uh, old school. Shout out to my sisters, Unique, Cornbread, um, a Great, Angel. Um, who else? Who else I'm forgetting? Who else am I getting? I got a lot of sisters, y'all. I got a lot of sisters. Oh, Andrea. Um, Dez. Shout out to them. My brothers now. Prophet. Uh, got beat freaky, man. Got big freaky. Who else? Leon. Chuck. You know what I'm saying? D. Jack Boy. Big West. Um, Aries. All of them, man. It's some people that be uh in the mix to know that if you have a purpose in life, you gotta go chase it. It won't chase you. You gotta go chase it. So today, oh, Christy, yeah. My Nigerian friend. Shout out to her. But yeah, you gotta go and chase it. Go chase y'all gotta go chase y'all dreams to do whatever y'all want to do in life because you only get one time. Only one time. And that one time can be your last. So be truthful, be good to whatever you're doing, have a purpose, have a good one. And I'm talking about a good one because at the end, it really doesn't matter because you can't take it with you. So, um, just be mindful of what y'all doing when it comes to being a champion, being open, how you can go about when you do the most recent thing, how you can get that accuracy of that determination. So be determined. That's y'all goal for this month. Be determined of what y'all doing when it comes to be a champion. Be determined. It's your boy Isaiah Thomas Smith, known as Izzy. Let's get into podcast, episode 9, termination, over and out. I just want to thank y'all for real, for letting me share and to embrace y'all, to experience the way how I really feel at the moment and at this very moment. More shows on the way. Don't worry. More shows on the way. I'll be cooking up some good stuff. So y'all better stay tuned. Stay tuned. And like I said, be determined. And this is Let's Get Into It podcast. Y'all already know what this means. That means deuces. And I will see y'all on the next go round very soon. Episode 10 and up is going to be next week. So y'all stay tuned. I love you guys. It's time to shake it now.
We're live. It's a fire. As you can see, shut the fuck up. So it's a fire. Get the roommates. It's a fucking fire. It's going crazy in this goddamn building. They need to come in.
Yeah. Call the fire, man. She a hot girl. Come shake some. Bitch. I don't know how to dance, but can lean. And make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. I don't know how to dance, but can lean. And make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Yeah. Call the fire, man, she a hot girl. Put her out. Ooh, I just broke a sweat in this bitch. Get a towel. She say nothing been happening though. It's a drought. I tell her put her ass in the L. Dick her down. Go get in time out, you a baddie. Just sit me in a spot with the addy. I get up and pop me a addy. I get up and pop me a addy. I get up and catch me a flight. Shit took me about 4 hours, went out the cab. And it don't matter how much she say it, it still ain't no way she can make me a daddy. I don't know how to dance, but can lean. And make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. Make the ghetto bitches put their hands on their knees. I don't know how to dance, but can lean. And make